Hello, grade 4 students. I missed you for some time. Now, welcome to our second lesson for the second term or second semester for science class. All right. And so I want you to turn your book to pages 134 to 142. We will have a new lesson. Okay. But let us have some time for review. Okay. Look, now, as you know, we talked about last time about medium of light, all right, this one. But this second semester, the focus is on Unit 4 in Unit 5. And so we need to understand this, that it's all about this new lesson instead on the previous one that we talked about already. Okay, why is that? Because the curriculum for science 4 for the second term is this. All right, and so let's focus on it. And so may I tell you that today's lesson is on materials on or in daily life. Materials in daily life. What are some materials in daily life? What about it? Okay, in your book. Now, in Unit 4, you see materials and matter. All right. And so we're going to read that one here. What are objects in daily life made of? Do you know them? All right. Maybe not. Maybe you do. Are there materials similar or different? How? Okay, and so here we are learning some vocabulary, like meaning of words, like elasticity, you know, like the rubber band, electrical insulator, you know, the covering of the electrical wire. All right, like this electrical wire, for example, there's a plastic in here, an insulator, electrical insulator. Electrical conductor is inside. There is some wire where the electricity passes through from one area to another. All right, one direction, one end to another end. That is here. There is this metal, which is electrical conductor. Now let's read the conversation here. That is because these cups are made of different materials. All right, here. Okay, here. My cup of chocolate is very hot, Mom. And so the answer is that's because these cups are made of different materials. And so, in other words, if the cup is made of like an electrical conductor or conductor to heat, it becomes hot. But look at the girl. What is she saying? Why is my cup not as hot compared to his cup? Now we will know more about it, but in the previous lessons, we learned that her cup is not a conductor to heat nor of electricity. So the question is, do you know what the physical properties of each material are? All right. So we'll be learning more about that. And so let's learn some types of materials. Okay. Objects and things around us are made of different materials. When we choose materials to make objects or things, we need to think whether or not those materials are suitable and useful. The question is, what materials are objects in daily life made of? Now you can see in here, you can see in your picture, you see several kinds of things like ball, you have bags, chair, computer, books, shelf, and here you see some buttons and some threads. So what materials are these objects in daily life made of? All right. And so for example, in here, I want you to try this. Let's try this. Name the materials of these objects. So in here, a table and chairs made of what? Yeah, in here made of wood, some are made of plastic, and I don't know if there is a little metal in here. And this, number 2, yeah, a car tire is made of, yeah, rubber. Buttons, you know, made of plastic. And number 4, a coffee cup, maybe made of ceramics, right? And a pot made of what? Metal. And number 6, a water bottle made of what? Maybe plastic, okay? And so let's go to the next one, right here. So objects or things around us are made of different materials, such as rubber, wood, artificial fiber, glass, plastic, cotton, and many types of metals. In choosing which materials are to be used, it is up to the usage and role of each object. So the question is, how many types of materials are there? How many types? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, even more. We don't know. But I want you to do this project, all right? Okay. Now, science process skills enhancing activity 1. Here, materials around us. We have some objective to observe and classify the types of materials into metal, ceramic, and polymer. All right. So what is the problem here? Do different materials have different features? If you are to write the hypothesis in science is usually negative. And so you say, right, different materials don't have different features. You can write that way. Okay. So let's go to the next one. So what to prepare? Here we have sources of information, e.g. exemplary, right? Grass like example, books or the internet. Step by step, okay, work in groups. We are now in a pandemic, so I believe we cannot just do it in groups. So each group searches for information about 3 types of materials, metal, ceramic, and polymer from various sources, then discuss and sum up the knowledge in the given table. Because we are in this pandemic and you are in your homes, respective homes, we can modify. It means change or, you know, adapt this one to our situation. It means you and your parents or your friends can look it up on the internet now and explore objects in the classroom, maybe in your home, and share your ideas about the types of materials they are made of. Okay. And so what we need to do, number 3, is to group the objects by their types of material. There are 3 of them, right? Then record the data, okay, in here. Then present the data to the class or to your, as you will post later in your Facebook group, and sum up the group results together. It means your study together, okay? So this is how you will record and where you will record your data. Grouping objects by their materials. We have type of materials, metal, ceramic, and polymer. And so what did you research? You search the information here. If it is a metal, then you type here and write something. It's observed object, type here also. Okay? Now you sum it up. Well, after you sum it up, you can take note of this. We learned that objects around us are made of different materials, all right? And so, for example, here in this lesson, we can see there are 3 types: metal, ceramic, and polymer. Moreover, some objects can be made of more than one material. For example, a knife, you know, knife that is made of metal on its blade and plastic on its handle. All right, now let's go to the next page right here. Okay, now look, materials in daily life can be grouped into 3 types by their physical properties as follows. I mentioned already about metal. All right, okay, and so what about metal? Now, metal is drawn out from ore minerals. You see the ore minerals? Most metals are strong, durable, like very strong, durable, shiny and flexible, sometimes flexible. You can bend it, right? Okay, now, when heated, the metal can be battered, or pulled into thin sheets or lines. Moreover, it is good at conducting heat and electricity. Okay. Now, examples of metal materials are copper, gold, okay, iron. Where is iron? Aluminum, zinc, silver, nickel, tin, and lead. All right. Okay, for example here, you see the examples of objects made of metal materials. Pot, wire, ring, made of gold, right? Coin can be gold or silver. This is branch of silver. Key, all right, metal. Also nail. All right, so this is how they made this metal materials can be made into many of these materials. You can go through a process of heating and molding, and you can form them into several materials. All right. So how about ceramic? Now, ceramic, it is made of raw material called clay. Now, the clay is then formed and baked at a high temperature, okay, to give it strength. So ceramic is hard but easily broken when it hits harder surfaces. It does not conduct electricity. Remember the girl there? Her mug or cup is not hot, right? But sometimes can conduct heat very well. Okay, so this is white clay and sand. The types of raw materials that we use to make ceramic are, for example, clay, white clay, feldspar, quartz, crystals, and sand. All right, so ceramic is a mixture of several other materials. Now you see clay, white clay, feldspar, quartz. All right. Okay, so what about making it like into here? Example, objects made of ceramic materials. We have the vase, where you put some flowers on it, but if you accidentally hit it, it will drop and it will break. Teapot, it's also breakable. Flower pot, also breakable, made of ceramic. Flush toilet, well, this can be breakable, but it is hard. It is made into such a very hard object. It's not hard to break this, but it can be broken. Dragon jar, all right? So some can be easily broken. It depends on how it's made. Some are very hard. Coin bank, yeah, you put your money, coins on it, all right? Okay, so those are materials made of ceramic, Remember, ceramic is a mixture of several other materials such as clay and other things. What about polymer? Look at the picture. Silk is a natural material that we use in textile industry. We can also use it for medical purposes. So what about polymer? All right. It can be natural or artificial. Artificial, it's made, it's not natural. Okay. So here, polymers are clear, light in weight. All right. Then, and can be dyed, like change color into different colors. Most polymers do not conduct heat and electricity. Now, natural polymers are those such as para, rubber, wood, cotton, silk, and natural fiber. Artificial polymers are those such as synthetic fiber, synthetic rubber, and plastic, artificial. They are not natural, okay? Synthetic, made of something else to produce such that it looks like the natural material, all right? Now, objects made of polymer materials, so these are some examples, okay? Again, what are polymer materials again? All right, these are different kinds, right? Yeah, there can be synthetic and they can be natural, yeah? Yeah, but they are artificial, there are natural, but there are artificial. And so look, a toy car is made of polymer. It can be synthetic. Cardboard box can be, yeah, either natural or synthetic. It depends. Sometimes it's not easy to, classify. Scarf, all right. Wooden ladle, okay. Ladle or ladle. Look at that, lacking D. If there is D in there, it should be ladle. No D, it should be ladle, all right. Science fact. Now, we can group materials by their sources as follows. Like this is natural, this is artificial. Natural materials such as wood, sand, cotton, silk, metals, para, rubber, clay, and white clay. What about artificial materials such as plastic, synthetic wood, synthetic rubber, and synthetic fiber? Okay, now I want you to write something here in the exercise one. Tick, to identify the type of material, then give reasons. Here is, what is it? Okay, I want you to answer. Is it a ruler? What type of material? Is it metal, ceramic, polymer, and why? Okay, you may review this video. Now this is a padlock, right? Now what kind of material? Is it metal, ceramic, or polymer? Right in here. What about this vase? Okay, what kind of material? Is it metal, ceramic, or polymer? And write the reasons. Also, what about this tire? Okay, what is it? Metal, ceramic, polymer? And write the reason here. And also this chair. Okay, now I want you to post your answers in the comment section or in the comment box below in your Facebook group. And see you next time. Bye, 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 bye. Hey.